I'm going to show you my protein-packed sandwich that's going to knock your socks off. Really healthy, lots of great ingredients, and one of my favourite ingredients to start with, bacon. Bacon is one of the most important ingredients in any kitchen and really important for a healthy lifestyle as well. I've got a lovely pan on here, nice and hot, and in goes this lovely bacon. And you can see I'm doing the right thing. These are very thin pieces of bacon. I'm watching my weight. In they go, lots of sizzle action going on there. But in this other pan here, I'm going to put some onions. Nice white onions that are sliced nice and thin. And to that, I'll add some extra virgin olive oil, a little splush of that, and maybe a little splush in the pan here with the bacon as well. We want action, we want flavour, and we know olive oil is one of the best things in the world to have, full of antioxidants, full of vitamins, minerals. Just about everything you could possibly want is in that olive oil. And when you've got onions and garlic going in there as well, you can see the nutrition festering away there. That's what we're looking for. Now, toss that around like that. Nice and sweet and caramelised. There's another ingredient that's going in here. Herbs. Herbs are great. Lots of green things in there, which means there must be lots of flavour in there as well and lots of nutrition. I've just learnt that word. Some thyme goes in here as well. I'll just cut the ends off the thyme here so it's nice and tasty. The more herbs you add, the more flavour you add as well. Mushrooms, Australian mushrooms, of course, and these are button mushrooms. And I just slice them like this and they're going to cook beautifully. Mushrooms are full of nutrition and flavour, vitamins, all of those lovely things we need in our diet. Now, pick them up like that and throw them into the pan with the onions, the garlic, the rosemary and everything else. And to add even more flavour, some butter. A tiny little bit of butter goes in there just to make those mushrooms even more delicious. A little bit on the other side there, and that's going to bring the mushrooms together. Bacon's coming up beautifully, and at this stage, I'll use my little fork just to flip them over so they render down beautifully. Look at that, like wafer-thin pieces of bacon. Now, I'll just turn that up a little bit so we've got lots of flavour so that bacon really starts to crackle. And the thing I love about this stove here, induction, it's very easy to use and the heat comes up really quickly when you want it and you can turn it down nice and low when you don't. Now, salt goes in there. A good pinch of salt to bring out all of those lovely vitamins and a good twist of pepper. This is all about starting your day with all the good stuff so you have the energy to get through the entire day. The smell is amazing. This is what I'm looking for. A little toss like that and it's coming together. Now I'm going to bring you over here and draw your attention to this Australian grass-fed beef, the best beef in the world. And all you need to do is season it because salt loves meat, meat loves salt. A good amount of salt on there will help bring out the flavour and make that protein in the steak much easier for your belly to digest. Well, that's my story anyway. So pepper goes on there because we love pepper on there as well. And we're almost ready to go. Now, it's just a matter of moving this bacon off to the side here, and all of the juices that have come out of that bacon are going to make this pan nice and flavoursome. Have a look at that. That bacon juice, that bacon love is going to flavour my beef steak. That's the best part of it. This is nice and thin, porterhouse steak. Into the pan it goes. Lots of sizzle action going. That's what I'm looking for. My mushrooms are sauteing off beautifully. You can see they're starting to go nice and golden brown. And then to bring it all together, we need some eggs. And make sure they're Australian eggs. Pan over here is nice and hot. In goes the butter. You can see that starting to sizzle up beautifully. And in goes the 3 eggs. 1 for good health, 1 for wealth, and 1 because I love eggs. In they go. Now a little bit of salt on there and a little bit of pepper goes on there as well. Here we go, pepper's over here. And we're almost ready to bring this together. I'll turn over the steak so you can see what it's looking like, nice and golden brown. Give my mushrooms a bit of a toss, and I think we're ready to bring this together. Give me a second, I'll clean this down and I'll show you how to put it together beautifully. Okay, we're ready to go. So time to turn it all off. The steaks come straight out of the pan and pop them straight onto the board here. Look at that, fantastic. Bacon over here. Oh, bacon, we love it. My favourite thing in the entire world. Now this is bread that I've fried in the pan with some olive oil, nice and crispy and golden brown. Now we need to get some avocado on there as the base. This is the building of the sandwich and you need to get this right. No mucking around, you need to concentrate, get the kids out of the kitchen because you need to make sure this comes together beautifully. A little bit of pepper on top and then we start with some steak. if you do a steak sandwich, you got to make sure it hangs over the side, and that way you can see where the steak is. A couple of strips of bacon on there as well, nice and flat so they settle in nicely. And of course, some mushrooms on top of there. Look at that, mushrooms, onions, lots of caramelized flavor, lots of herbs, and lots of vitamins as well. And then, of course, a little bit of tomato. These are beautiful Australian tomatoes, and a couple of slices of these. Look at these delicious tomatoes. 2 slices over there. We don't want to overdo it. It gives it colour and flavour as well. And then maybe just a little bit of mayonnaise on top here, on top of the piece of toast there. And then it's just the eggs. You can see these eggs have been cooked beautifully. There you go. Oh, that looks fantastic. And then we pop the lid on top like that. That is a creation. That is a masterpiece. That is one of the best sandwiches in the entire world. Now, just cut this through the middle here like that. Oh, the smell, the aroma, the flavour, all coming out of there. That is the most delicious looking sandwich in the world. Steak, mushrooms, all the most amazing flavours, all on crunchy bread. No more talking, time to eat.